Hello. So last time we learned the basic commands of the Docker, and we saw that each time when we spin up a Docker container, it builds from the image and it does this task, then it gets exited. Due to which the software what we have installed on the Docker container, it doesn't persist, and next time again we have to perform the installation. So the best scenario for that particular case is to have the image built with that particular software installed. In this example, I'm going to simulate using Git software and Ubuntu image. So before I proceed with the my activity, I just want to clean up my environment, which will give you an understanding how to remove the container and container images. These are all the containers which has been exited. So if I use docker ps minus a hyphen q, I can see the only the IDs. And if I do docker rm this particular ID, it will remove the that particular container from here, from the list. So I'm I'm going to remove all of these. So if right now there's no container here, now we don't have any container, and likewise we'll check the images. These are the images. If I run images hyphen q, it gives us a id of image IDs, and the command to remove the image is rmi and then this particular ID. So in here, if I run, that image has gone. So what I can do for this as well, I can write a small for loop. So we don't have any image right now. We don't have any container in here right now. So last time we learned in our example that whenever I was trying to spin up an image using Ubuntu, I was facing a problem that the Git was not there. So I'll just demonstrate once again. Docker run hyphen it Ubuntu. So we have the images. The latest Ubuntu image is downloaded, and Docker container. I'm already logged in. So in here, I'm already logged in. So I'll do apt-get update, and then I'll do the installation of the package. Get install git. So now if I exit right now, we'll see the container has been exited, and next time again if I run this one, it bring up a new container, and which doesn't have the git command in this at all. So what I do, I have to build the image in this scenario, which has the Git utility and which can be used for the future purpose. So how to do it? It will follow the same process what we did right now. We are in container. We'll do the git apt get install sorry, apt get update first before installing git. Apt get install and we have this container right now. We'll use any one of this because we perform the same commands in both of them. Just right now I was demonstrating why we have to build the image because it doesn't have the git installed, so I'll just build the image. So one way is to use docker commit command and then give the id, container id, and I'll give us some name, git 101 1.0.1. And if right now I check my docker images, I have two images, Ubuntu and the Git. This is one way how we can build the Docker image. And if we have to look, we can look into the history of this one. Docker history git 1.0.1. We can see in here it is created using this patch. We created that particular image. So next, there's another way we can do the installation of the package is using a Docker file. So if I go in this directory and I'll read about the Docker image file, so make sure the name should be like this, the Docker file. And what it is doing from Ubuntu, I'm just installing Python pip, then I'm just installing a package called snake says, and I'm running this command. So I'm just going to build an image from file. So to perform the building an image using a file, we can use docker build. I'm just going to say snake says 1.0.0, and I'll give a dot because my Docker file is residing within same directory where I am right now. So now if we check the image, we have another image called snake says 1.0.0. So now let's spin up the container and see what this particular image does. So docker run snake snake says hello world. I I forgot to specify the tag 101.0.0 snake. Oh, I missed the E in there's a typo in building an image. Snake says, hello world. So it says snake says hello world. So this is our image what we have built using a file. Now if I want to remove this image, I'll use the id and we can't able to remove. The reason being the container has to be removed before we perform this particular removal of the image. So we'll do docker ps -a and I'll just all the containers right now I'm going to remove. So I just remove all this one, and now this time I'll try to remove this image. It allows me to delete the image. So this is a kind of dependency. First we have to get rid of the containers before we have to delete the image. So and we learned right now how to build the image by simple commit command. Then we saw how to build the image using a docker file. There's another way to build the image using standard input. So I'll demonstrate how to use the standard input. In here, first I'll see first what images I have. That I have just have a Ubuntu, and in order to perform this one from standard input, we use docker build command. Then here we specify all the input commands like what we want to do. I want to use the docker image, then we perform the update, then we'll install the Python packages, and afterwards we'll install the pip installation of the snake says, and then it runs the command this one. So this is a way we can build the image. So I can have here, I can see the image is built, and I can perform the execution of the command to see. This time again there's a typo. I mentioned the snake e is mentioned there. So snake says, so there's a hello world 2. I can perform all this package building using standard inputs as well. And then there's a third option, a fourth option, which we can use to build the image is using remote repository from the GitHub straight away. So this is my file in the remote repo in my GitHub, and I want to perform the installation. Before I do, I have to first get rid of my containers. Then I have to get rid of my this particular image. Now we can see we have only Ubuntu image, and I'll yeah We don't have any other container in a executed or running state. So what I'll do, I'll copy this one URL. I'll go here and I'll see if I can straight away mention docker build. Then if the my git repository, and from here it can straight away fetch the file and build the image. So the mistake I did is I didn't specify the tag and the ID, but it does the same thing. If right now, if I use this particular ID, it does the task. So in this way, we can build the images using a Docker container. There is some small thing about the Docker build. Going further, we'll explore more about Docker. Thank you.